Let me tell you guys about our post-Everfree experience. This is going to be a long story.
Oh, you're going to do that?
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so Everfree. Okay, so this year I wasn't able to take the DeLorean because spark plug issues, and I wasn't able to fix it in time because of missing parts. So I took my other car, my backup car, Stratus, right?
Right.
Got there, no problem on Friday. No problems whatsoever.
No problems.
And then we got a pizza from Domino's because, it's dinner time. Just Domino's.
It's just
why
what
not?
we do.
Yeah. And we smelled something in the parking lot. I was like, that's weird. And then get to the hotel, park the car, and then there's smoke coming out of the engine.
Oh, boy.
That's never good.
No, not usually.
So it's like, well, we'll have to figure that out later.
Yep.
So after we did the whole convention thing. Come Monday morning. Okay, start the car and see what the heck's going on. There's a hose that's all wet and stuff. And nothing initially. And then, so there's the smoke again.
Yep.
And it turned out it would be a power steering hose had failed.
Yep.
And thankfully there was a shop literally across the street from the hotel.
Convenient that they were able to get us in, too.
Yeah, I called them. They're like, yeah, just bring it in. And they're like, yeah, it's a power steering hose. The problem is it's a 4.3 hour.
It was 4.5, 4.5 hours.
They said 4.3.
Yeah, close enough.
To fix it, and they had to get the part in first. So the problem was, we're not going to wait around the auto shop for 4 something hours.
Yeah, so what are we going to do?
So we were like, okay, what is there to do?
So we're the south end of the SeaTac airport.
Yeah. So in our eternal wisdom, we decided to walk to the local mall, the South Center Mall, which is an hour and a half away by walking.
It is a 4-mile walk.
Uphill and downhill and
4-mile walk one way. My legs still kind of hurt.
Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. And it was also not, it was kind of warm out too.
The walk itself was fine. It's just the next morning
No,
wasn't.
the walk wasn't fine either because the sidewalks, my foot kept landing weird because I was kept stepping on the sidewalk in a weird way.
Oh yeah, and your shoes are not built for long walking.
That wasn't the shoes weren't the problem. It was pretty much just that those cracks hit my foot, making my foot go sideways, and now my foot still kind of hurts because it kept going sideways. I putting weight on the side of my foot because of it. So anyway, it wasn't fun. We went to the mall. We were there for a couple hours, and we took a bus, and then took a light rail and the ferry back to Bremerton so we could get picked up because the car turned out to not to be fixed yet because they couldn't get the part back. Kept getting the wrong part from the dealer, and so they weren't able to fix it. And then I had to go the next day and pick it up and everything. And
we had an adventure.
Yeah,
we had to figure out the public transportation system.
Yeah, next day it was pain. It was kind of painful already, but then it really hit the next day.
Yep, next morning everything was
painful. I got a
painful.
blister on my toe.
Aww.
So post Everfree adventure was kind of crazy.
It was an adventure. Adventure sums it up.
So that's probably our longest opening of the show.
Probably,
it's sort of tangentially pony related.
Yes.
I actually saw the Daring Don't playing at the Journey's Kids store at the mall when walking by.
Oh yeah.
It's not about that. Anyway, ponies. Yes, that's what we're here to talk about.
Talking about ponies.
Hello, and welcome to an episode of Pony 4 and 1 with a long opening. This is episode 224 for the week of May 27th, 2018. I am Nemesis, and joined, as always, by Alca7raz here.
Hey.
Yes, Everfree was crazy. It was fun.
Crazy. It was a lot of fun.
Except for that last day, it was a little
the car
painful. Except for the car trouble, yeah. But other than that, it was fun. Yeah. We talked about it in little videos, so you can go check those out. There's all less than 10 minutes each. Real quick. You look at our ugly mugs.
Yep. Should get an actual mug that's just ugly. Oh.
My mom was plenty of those. Anyway, but yeah, we got a new episode to talk about this week, of course.
Of course.
MLP just keeps going. We do have a comic that came out last week, but again, we were at Everfree, so we couldn't talk about it. It didn't show up till, I think, Saturday morning. I was not home.
Yeah.
And we do have actually 2 weeks worth of news, except for the little things we covered last week. So we already covered the things about the what was it, mid-season finale and finished leaks.
Yep.
So, or early airings, I should say, not really leaks.
Yeah.
They were official. So, yeah, we do have other news, though, so we probably should go ahead and get into that.
We should.
Yeah. If you want to follow along, go to pony411.libsyn.com/show notes. It's spelled LABSYN, and that's where you can get better information than just our quick blurbs, because we're not going to go into hyper detail for the most part. So let's go ahead and get started with conventions. Everfree Encore has been announced for September 14th through 16th in Uslar, Germany. I think it's Uslar. Might be one of those. I'm not sure.
I know. Is it umlauted?
Nope, umlaut. No, I didn't see an umlaut anyway. Of course, it's Equestria Daily, so who knows?
Yeah.
Anyway, it's a thing that's happening. It's a music festival, actually.
Yay, music! One that's actually focused on music, which is cool.
They got quite a few. Let's see. Wasteland Whalers,
Nice.
Prozwalski's Ponies, Illumination, MC Arch, Elias Frost, Rusty Thorsel, DJ Delta, DJ Javier, DJ Cabralka for Brony Radio Germany.
Yep.
So they're doing stuff. If you're in Germany or in Europe, you might want to check that out. BronyCon has announced a few things, including open press applications, charity submissions, and Peter New and Ingrid Nilsson will be attending as well.
Nice.
Lots of stuff they announced in the last few weeks. Galacon's cosplay contest is open once again. Apparently they've slightly adjusted the rules this time because make it a little more fair and fun for the cosplayers. Ponyville Cider Fest has been announced for October 26th to 28th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They're back again.
They're back.
Mm-hmm. Convention and Music Festival, they call it.
Yep. Ciderfest is a pretty mainstay one.
The applications will open soon for all that stuff, so keep an eye on that if you're interested in attending. And Everfree Northwest, this was announced at the closing ceremonies at Everfree, and we were there for the live announcement, so there you go. Everfree Northwest has been announced for May 17th to 19th, 2019. Yes, they're returning again, and Kelly Sheridan, Vincent Tong, and Shannon Chan Kent will all be attending.
Yes. And it'll be at the same venue.
Same venue, Doubletree in SeaTac.
Yep.
And final bit of convention news. HarmonyCon Dallas has announced they'll be at the Crown Plaza in Addison, Texas on February 8th through 10th. Registration, volunteer applications, and panel applications are also open now.
Yeah, I think they talked a while back about trying to get that venue because it's the same one that Nightmare Nights was at, but I guess it's now officially confirmed.
Yes, they tweeted it out today, actually.
Yep. They've got it probably sealed.
And they also said vendor applications will be opening soon. And fandom and other news, and something only tangentially pony related. Lauren Faust's new show, DC Superhero Girls, has been art revealed.
Yay!
If you're interested in that at all, remember she did Super Best Friends way back when, or whatever she called it, Best Super Friends, I think. So I don't remember. She did those little shorts, and now she's actually doing a full blown series, and it's looking interesting.
Yeah. Don't confuse it with those game review YouTubers.
They don't do reviews.
Yeah, not really reviews. They're just LPs.
Just LPs and stuff. And Pony Club, the fan game.
Ponytown.
Yeah. Got bigger with his 1.5.1 update. So check that out if you're interested. In merchandise news, and My Little Pony Snow Globe Makers popped up on a UK website. Make a pony snow globe.
Yay.
Shake them up. A bunch of new content has been added to the Game Off MLP game, including improved AR support, because apparently a lot of devices simply did not support it yet.
Right. AR Kit.
Yeah,
or
AR Kit is now
the underlying library for AR support was updated to add support for a lot of phones.
But a lot of the content is shadow play content, so things like Star Swirl and Stygian and whatnot, and also things like Agent Sweetie Drops and Heartstrings. Mare-Duel are all been added as well. And Bandai Namco has made some movie plushies for their vending machines that pop up here and there.
Bandai.
Yep, Bandai Namco. And the Quid app has added some pony stuff. Quid is this thing, what is it? Like you collect digital stuff like stickers and whatnot and trading cards. And they use ponies on there now.
Yay.
And the new McDonald's Happy Meal MLP toys have started to appear in Russian restaurants.
Yep.
And final bit of merchandise news. The Beach Wave Equestria Girls minis are starting to appear at US retail.
Apparently they are, as you have found.
As I have discovered. As far as I know, I'm the first person to see them and report them. I've been looking. So, we'll see. But I think I am literally the first person to at least report it. Someone bought them because there's only 3 of them on the shelf. Or they're not stocked properly. I don't know.
Who knows?
But yeah, this is singles and whatnot. So it was Sunset, Trixie, and Fluttershy I saw. Oh, they're going to start appearing or have appeared.
Yep, check your local stores.
Mm-hmm. Comic news. Ponyville Mysteries #1 as a preview on iTunes. That's coming, actually, this coming week. And French's Magic #69 has a synopsis. Pinkie Pie finds a magical apple that gives her extraordinary abilities. Will she use her new powers for good or fun? That's
Pinkie Pie gets powers. Isn't that the second time we've done this in the comics?
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
The last one was Discord.
Yeah, she got Discord's abilities. Anyway, the comic has artwork done by Tony Pencils Cusito.
Pencils.
Yes, Pencils.
Yes.
And it has variant cover by fandom artist Sophie Scruggs.
Yes, Pencils is doing the artwork for this one.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very well-known name in the fandom.
Mm-hmm. Kind of crazy. And Ponyville Mysteries #4 also has a synopsis revealed. The Cutie Crusaders are trying to solve the case of the missing spa water, but what happens when all signs point to a member of a Crusader's own family being the culprit? Darn it, Rarity. It's Rarity.
It's Rarity.
It's Rarity.
Why would Applejack
To
or
keep
Big Mac?
Rarity from going.
Could be.
Might make
It's
Applejack
Big Mac.
then. Or it's Big Mac. Or it's Rainbow Dash.
Not technically family.
But they're sisters.
Sort of. Not really.
Anyway. Something. We'll find out.
Something, yes.
It's Granny Smith. Soothing her
Now
aching
you know
joints.
why her skin's all wrinkled.
And Equestria Girls news. The Equestria Girls shorts Blue Crush and Unsolved Selfie Mysteries are out. And in Friendship's Magic news, Cinemark in the US will have a handful of screenings of the movie this summer, mostly for kids, so don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
And a spoiler for an upcoming Season 8 episode may have been in a browser game from Hasbro's website, so check that out if you dare, but
I do
it is
not
a bit
dare.
of a spoiler for an upcoming episode. So that's the news.
Yay.
I actually got through it pretty quickly, even though there's quite a bit of it.
Well, it's like a regular amount because our
Not
news
really.
sections have
There's
been really
still-
short.
There's actually a lot of convention stuff. There's usually not that much convention stuff
Yeah.
in one go. So that's the news. So, comic that came out last week. It's Friendship's Magic #66. And it's about movie. Not the movie we watched.
Yeah, not the movie.
Yeah, the cover says the Applewood Follies, and I suspect that's actually the name of the comic. But yeah. Let's see. Written by Ted Anderson, art by Tony Fleece, and colors by Heather Breckel. In which, let's see, main six find out, except Twilight for some reason, find out that there's going to be a movie based off their little friendship journal thing that they did.
Yes. Because that was such a great episode.
So they go to Applewood to see it. They're VIP guests and whatnot. And then the director is like, hey, do you want to direct? And they're like, okay, sure. And then they can't agree on how to do the movie. And shenanigans ensue. That's the synopsis.
That's basically it.
More or less the summary of it. This issue's weird.
It just felt weird.
There's a lot of oddities about it, particularly like why does the director just hand it right over to them?
That's just weird.
It's like what director would do that?
None of
you
them.
have to suspect a project like this is a big deal. The only thing I can think of is it's already kind of got problems he wants out.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's just weird. Just hand it over to them. It's like the whole
Rarity
thing.
basically takes over.
Some of it, yeah, and then they split off and do their own thing, and they can't really quite agree on how things happened, and it's just odd, and it's all really old-timey, again, because they can't decide what technological level Equestria's at.
Yeah.
So you got, like, a narrator who sits to the side of the screen and stuff. It's weird, and honestly, the end kind of feels very similar to a episode of The Fairly Odd Parents. It's strange.
It also had the same sort of ending as Showstoppers. Oh, it's a comedy and everything works out fine.
Yeah,
Oh.
kind of. Yeah, it's a weird.
It just kind of feels weird.
And also, Twilight's just not there because
Just-
reasons.
Not appearing in this issue.
She's too busy with the friendship school because I think the problem is Twilight's memory is too good and she'd get it all 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Too accurate. So it wouldn't work, so they had to get rid of her. And it's like, she was with the friendship school, and they aren't because some reason.
They're just teachers.
They're just
it doesn't
teachers.
matter.
Teachers, who cares about teachers? It's not like they do anything useful.
Wow. Way to sum up the U.S. education system right there.
Ooh. Pointed political points. Yes.
Yeah.
It's an odd issue, and I honestly can't recommend it.
Yeah, I don't know. It just...
I think it's got a weird setup. It doesn't
know
really...
what they're going for, but it just feels
it kind of felt really threadbare at times, too.
Yeah.
It's just an odd issue, and I can't really recommend it. It's just... I just read it and go, what?
Yeah. I had to read it twice because I thought I was just, I didn't get it. It didn't click, and I thought there was something wrong with me.
Did I read it wrong?
Did I read this wrong? Am I just too tired?
Am I out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong. It's at this time the children were wrong. Or the comic. I don't know. Anyway, it's not a particularly great one. I would not recommend picking it up unless you're a completionist.
Which, unfortunately, I am.
Yep. So,
already in this far.
That's it for the comic.
Yep.
Do not recommend. So we move on now to the episode that came out today as a recording, which is the Molt Down. So the quick synopsis, Spike goes through dragon puberty, he misunderstands the situation, and he gets wings. That's the episode.
Spike grows a pair.
There, finally, you got to use it. Are you happy now?
Use it. Yeah. That was a nice quick synopsis.
Yeah. I like it when it's nice and quick like that. Makes things easy. But yeah, this is an episode, like I said last week, it's kind of a big change, and it definitely is a big change. Spike has wings now. Which does make sense because every other dragon has wings.
Yeah, it's always been a big question. Why doesn't Spike have wings?
Turns out because he hadn't molted yet.
Oh, you just... Yeah, you grow them later.
Okay. I guess that solves that.
I guess that's that. I mean, yeah. It's like, it makes sense.
I guess!
It makes sense that he has wings. Because every other dragon has wings, and he's just young, and now he's growing up. It makes sense that I can't say, oh, they're just pulling a Larson and just adding wings because we want more wings or something. It's like it makes sense in the universe that this was going to happen eventually. It's not some like random thing. Oh, Spike's a princess now.
I tried that once. It didn't go very well.
Yes.
Yeah, this episode was written by Josh Haber. It's also got a couple weird little things in it. It's mostly pretty good.
It is.
But it's also got a couple oddities in it.
There's, like, what was I saying? I've got like 4-ish things that I can really poke at.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we want to go straight to those 4 or if we want to discuss other aspects of the episode first. Because it's like all in the last... 10 minutes of the episode?
Not even that.
Well, 10 minutes is half. Last 5 minutes even of the episode where I had my 4 main issues. Yeah. I want to jump into those, or do we want to start with the beginning of the episode first?
We'll start from the beginning.
All right.
Stuff. But, let's see.
Well, Spike has acne.
Yeah, he starts off with basically acne, or he calls stone scale or whatever.
Yeah, dragon acne.
Mm-hmm. That was a thing. So it's like at first it just starts off with like one little thing, and then it becomes this big thing all over his body with red and purple diamond patterns.
Yep.
So that was an odd thing. It actually opened up with him and Rarity going to find Pee-wee the Phoenix from how far back? That was
a long time ago.
Season 2. Holy crap!
Dragon Quest.
Yeah, I mean, people are like, "What happened to Pee-wee?" Well,
yeah,
Pee-wee
and then shortly after gave him up, and then explained why.
Hmm.
They went to visit.
I did like the bit where Rarity just when Pee-wee flew around, feathers fell off. Rarity just calmly grabbed the feathers.
Like, ooh, feather.
Ooh, Phoenix feather.
Phoenix feathers. They
Phoenix
have magical
down.
properties. We can make wands out of them.
Phoenix down.
Oh.
Just in case.
Just store them all. What? No, what if we need them later?
I might need this later. It gets to the final boss, never uses it. Yeah. Yeah, so that was I guess they answered what happened to Pee-wee. more or less. I mean, we already kind of got that way back when there's that photo. It's like, sure, Spike returning Pee-wee to his parents.
Yep.
Now, Pee-wee grew up.
Pee-wee's all grown up.
And we got, I guess, the Spike slept in and got scales all over, that stone scale all over him.
Yep. The acne got worse. You can't sleep off acne. It doesn't work.
Yeah. So it's really on point with the teleporting out of the way of fire.
Yep. Probably got used to it after a few. Wow.
Uh-oh. And
Whenever Spike gets a
fire
cold.
extinguisher. Because Spike burned
great.
her notes, or her lecture.
Uh-huh.
So she had to rebuild it from her notes, which looked bigger than the lecture. So I think she'll be fine.
I think she'll be fine.
No, that was a nice thing, because I really liked it. Twilight snarked again.
Oh, yes, about Celestia.
Yeah, because I like
Never
that.
had a blemish in her life.
Yeah, I like that. It's like the hero worship's melting away.
Some resentment.
The hero worship's melting away. Because, yeah, Twilight was talking about, she used to break out really bad when she got stressed out from, like, Celestia's tests or whatever. And, yeah, she was snarked about Celestia's probably having perfect skin all her life. Although we probably know that's probably not true.
Probably not true.
That was a long time ago. Just remember, if you get upset, just remember. Just get on her about her age.
And how old are you?
But, yeah, it's really nice seeing Twilight, not one, being snarky, and two, looking like the hero worship slowly melting away regarding Celestia. So I'm hoping that continues. And Spike misunderstanding because, well, he doesn't know what the heck's going on until, Smolder?
Yeah,
Smolder.
Smolder went to, quote-unquote, explain what was
things.
going on and didn't do a very good job. Probably because she didn't want to because it was funny.
The molt. You're going through the molt.
Yep,
and there's the molt effect, which means everyone around will hate you.
It's because you smell.
It's because you smell.
Normally you just take showers.
And deodorant.
And use deodorant. That's what we do when we hit puberty.
Some unfortunate people at some conventions seem to not use
forgotten
deodorant.
what that is.
Or don't ever. No.
Yeah.
That's what you need to do. Just buy a whole bunch of deodorant and then just start passing them out at the con.
Yep.
If people give you angry ears, it's like, well, you're making everything smell bad.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you're glaring. Okay, have you smelled yourself lately?
That's the thing. When you're around it that often, it's your own smell. You don't notice it because it's grown to the.
Like, definitely noticed this smell. What was it? What Pinky said? Brussels sprouts and cotton candy.
Brussels. But apparently she thought it was interesting.
Pinky, you're weird.
Pinky is weird.
Go be weird somewhere else. Yeah, that was the tours, which we found another effect, which was Spike's voice uncontrollable. That's one thing I really kind of annoyed me was the whole, Spike's talking real quiet, you can barely hear him.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what? And then basically the problem was it felt like it was wasting time because now he's repeating himself constantly. And it's kind of like the audience can hear him okay.
Yeah.
But it's kind of annoying because he has to repeat his lines because no one can hear him.
Yeah,
So it's
I
a
didn't think
little
it was that annoying.
I found it a little annoying just because it just feels like it's artificially dragging.
Yeah,
things
maybe
out.
a little
Artificially dragging things out.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. But, it's one of those, it's an effect that has to keep going until the molt is over.
I know, but it's like, it didn't really need to have that effect at all. Just have his voice get all weird like most people's puberty, not
just
volume.
a lot of weird voice cracks.
Just like,
Yeah.
It's just talking like this.
Just voice breaks every now and then. You okay?
I'm fine.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see what was the uncontrollable flame breath.
Yes, there's like the flame burps and whatnot. That doesn't have a human analog. We don't breathe fire.
Or do we?
Well, I haven't. And I haven't heard anyone else. That would have been kind of cool in some ways.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so it's just in base. Spike just hears the whole molt effect thing. It's like, you get kicked out of your house. I couldn't stand to be around being my brother. So, that's another thing. We know Smolder has a brother.
Apparently, Smolder does have a brother.
Probably an older brother.
Probably one.
And obviously, Smolder's probably gone through herself, considering she knows to be taller and was wings and everything. But yeah, it's like, so Spike's, no. So he goes to Zecora. I was like, how can I say Zecora?
Well, because everyone's been telling him to go to Zecora.
Yeah. Go to Zecora. Okay.
Go to Zecora.
So she's like, it's fine. It's natural. There's nothing. It's not. I can't cure it because it's natural.
Yeah.
It's just you got to endure it. Can't cure it. You got to endure it.
Yep.
And the problem is again the volume thing comes into effect, so the core initially can hear, and then shouting earplugs, and nose plugs,
because it stinks.
And then Rarity comes by. Oh no, you can't have your crush looking at you when you look like this. Oh
or
no,
smelling,
or smelling too. Look like this, smell like this. That's embarrassing. Nope. So hide. And Rarity can't hear him because apparently her ears are
magical effect due to messing with the phoenix feather,
which is a new one.
Which is a brand new one that I've never heard of.
It almost feels
before.
like it wasn't tried fully so Rarity couldn't hear him shouting.
Yep.
That was a little
just contrived.
Her ears got clogged up.
Yeah.
Well, even try. So she's just shouting, which it's Tabitha, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Just her shouting. I can't hear what you're saying. All I know you're talking because you have mouse moving up and down.
Tabitha had a lot of fun with this episode, I think.
Yeah, and then just put the drops in the ears and still can't hear really well. And I mean, I've been in that point where you have to put drops in your ears because you can't hear crap because it's all clogged up and you just got to dissolve whatever's in your ear.
Yeah, I actually had to go to the clinic for a flush.
Yeah. But yeah, eventually she finds Spike is there and everything. Oh yeah, and there's the other side effect which was we were told about. Large predators get attracted to the scent and want to eat you. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Quentin, what was it?
It wasn't a deer. It was a rock.
Yeah. Well, it was a rock, but what was the other predators? They said tassel worms were one. They said. I'm trying to remember the other, but yeah, rock.
I don't remember.
The rock, the ROC, the legend, the mythic
Rocks.
bird.
Yes.
Rock carrying a rock.
Yep.
Although I remember that the rock in Friendship's Magic here is a bit smaller than I ever recall that they're in mythology. Mythology they're able to carry elephants.
Yeah. That would have been hard to fit on screen, though.
It's fine.
Maybe it was just a baby rock.
Oh, no.
Like the Ursa Major and Minor thing.
I wonder if we're ever going to see an Ursa Major again.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'd be
kind of cool.
So we finally really get like a sense of, oh, wow, that's big.
That's absolute unit.
That is the second biggest Ursa Major I've ever seen.
Oh.
Second biggest.
So yes.
Yes. Yeah, that was the thing. Was the big there's the whole thing of the chase sequence and stuff with the rock and whatnot. Because it's like
I'm gonna hide in a tree from a bird.
This is perfect.
Perfect idea.
Wait.
And then Zecora gets nabbed.
Yeah. And then Rarity gets nabbed because she can't hear it. And Spike has to save them. Meanwhile, he's all itchy. He can't do anything because he says he's all itchy and stuff. And then he keeps glowing randomly, glowing red.
Yes, glowing red randomly.
Which was an odd thing, too.
The red, yeah. That was
a
little odd.
Weird.
It is. I guess the molt has some magical effect, too.
Yeah, I think it's just because
it has to.
I think with this one is just there's no other way to show that something's changing.
Yeah.
Well, at least not immediately like, oh no, something's weird's going on. You can't really, like, I don't know, show, particularly with flash animation, you can't really just show, like, the wings out of the back because everyone's like, ew.
Well, yeah, I think the other one is I probably would have wanted to use a different sort of special effect because it used just the standard magic aura of, like, enveloping something that is used for everything else. I think
quite
that's because
the same.
It was almost the same, and I think it's just because they have those already made.
It looked more like a heat glow, if anything, not a magic glow.
I don't know. It looked like the same sort of glow that, like...
It wasn't, though. I saw it. It was a very different... Like, the magic glows have a very distinct outline and stuff. This doesn't have that. It was just kind of almost generic, like, I guess, Photoshop glow.
I don't know. It looked like...
And see, it's just kind of a...
Yeah, it is just... It's
just a glow.
Yeah. I would have done something different, but I think that is still similar enough to the magic that they normally do that they didn't have to do a lot of modification in Flash.
Yeah. Or just, I would not surprise me the magic, the effect was a super modified effect. When it says, here's the generic effect we based it on. Let's use that.
Yeah. Or something like that. It was probably something that they already had.
And then the other thing is, like, how do we make the wings actually pop out without being gross or weird?
So they made
making it difficult to animate.
Yeah, so they just put him in a stone cocoon.
Yeah, which is like someone's been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oops. Well, they did it back in with Discord, so they already have the stone growing effect. The same with all the.
I know, but like this particular thing of your things are changing. Now you're getting a new ability or whatever. That's definitely an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. thing. So it would not surprise me that is directly ripped from that.
Maybe I haven't seen it, so I can't compare.
Because they did the same thing in the Inhumans. It's like once there's this stone thing, they touch it, and if you're Inhuman, you get this stone cocoon frozen. It slowly grows on you, freeze, and then you break out, and then you have your power.
Huh? Maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so
pretty good show though.
I've heard.
I just should mention that it's a pretty good show.
It's a pretty good show.
Although the first half of the first season is kind of rough, but once you get through that, it's really great.
Yep. But then all of a sudden he has wings. He pops out of his...
He has wings now.
And he has wings. I guess we can start getting to my next...
Your stuff you don't like.
One of them is... I could have actually mentioned earlier, but I say later because it was sort of mentioned. Twilight was, trying to look for information on it. I'm a little surprised that Twilight didn't already know.
Either didn't know or...
about this, considering how studious she is and how much research she does. I'm surprised that she didn't already find it. This is the one where it was my number 4, but you can kind of get around it, I guess.
You think between establishing relationships with the dragons, particularly through the Dragon Lord, and having a dragon in your school, you think she'd at least take the opportunity to okay, hey, yeah, I have a dragon in my care. Do I need to know anything?
Yeah, I'm a little surprised she doesn't. But I know you can kind of excuse it because it has been canonized that they don't have a lot of information already on dragons.
Yeah,
so she doesn't have the research available for her. But I'm a little surprised that she hasn't already done it herself, gone out and done it herself.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
Especially if it's someone close to her, if it involves someone close to her. So I'm a bit surprised that she didn't, figure it out by doing her own research.
So then they couldn't set up Spike thinks he's being kicked out.
Yeah.
Because she told him to go somewhere less flammable.
Yeah.
Even though it's a crystal
yes, but
castle.
it's full of furniture that's made of wood.
So clear out a room, sit in here. There's
Go
nothing
sit
to
in
do.
the
That's
burn
not my
room.
problem.
Go sit in the burnout room.
Oh. That's the thing.
That was one of them.
A little weird, a little sketchy.
I guess one of the other things they sort of started to fix, but then kind of didn't. Spike just popped wings out, and he's rather good at using them.
Yeah,
they start out like he can fly. Oh, but
he ran into a tree.
He runs into a tree. He's not very good at them, which makes sense.
He's all over the place.
And then suddenly
he's doing crazy spins and stuff.
Doing crazy stunts later.
He's just fine. No problems.
That was kind of fast.
Yeah. He should honestly still be.
I understand they needed to keep the pace up because, I need
you to distract the Rock.
Yeah, they needed to keep the pace up. They can't really drag something like that on that long. But they could have done it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, or just have him distract the Rock while still going all over the place.
Yeah, but no,
make the Rock dizzy just because he's so erratic in his flying that the Rock's trying. It's like,
yeah, or something. Because not even Twilight was that fast on learning wings.
Took her most of season 4 really to get into the.
Yeah,
thing.
Not most of it, actually. Like the first whole episode, she was struggling.
For premiere
and then
season 4.
Into the next few episodes, she was still kind of struggling every now and then with it. So, but now all of a sudden he was able to.
I'm trying to think. She pretty much by midway through season 4, she was pretty much had a handle on her wings.
Yeah, but the first whole episode she was struggling with it, and then. Well, she got it at the very end, but then the first episode,
you could argue because Spike for him it's a natural thing. It's more of an instinctual,
possibly.
Whereas Twilight is very much distinctly a supernatural thing.
Yeah, it's still really quick though. It's I don't know.
I don't know. Well, you get some species just like I can fly now. Boop.
Maybe.
So I don't know.
Not even birds can do that. They take a while to kick out of their nest.
But it's dragons and
it's
supposed
magic
to get wings, so it's possible that it's just somewhere in their brain is something that's like
possibly.
This is how I control wings.
I don't know. It just felt a little quick.
Yeah, you could, but this is one you could argue away.
Yeah, you could technically argue away all of them.
This one particularly just because, again, it could be just because it's a natural cycle of the dragon. They can fly pretty quickly, possibly because of the dragon. Like, there have been just being hunted by rocks and stuff that they need to be able to fly, like, now.
Yeah.
So it's just evolved to be like that. Whereas
Yeah.
Twilight, who got her wings through doing magic thing, was never really. Her brain was never really set up for doing flying.
Yeah.
So she had to
Yeah,
learn
like,
it awkwardly.
I do understand. You could say it's part of their natural
I was thinking of Twilight here flying off the rock and just zapping at it, and even making it open its claws. Ah!
Yeah, that was actually another point. It's like there was other things Twilight definitely could have done that we've seen her do before that would have solved that problem
Pick
a
up
lot
giant
quicker.
monster.
Yeah, it's like you could have just paused, just held the rock in place,
Hold it right in place and lecture him.
pulled Rarity and just like teleport Rarity and Zecora out of the claws, and
then
there
lecture
you
the
go.
rock.
And lecture it, or just toss it away, or just teleport it away, teleport everyone away. I mean, really, that one's like Twilight. You could have done so many more things.
Yeah,
But I guess in that case, again, you could argue it away. Kind of in panic mode, you don't really think.
Haber's inconsistent about writing Twilight, I notice.
Yeah. Well, I think that's always
Also, the magic is
that
inconsistent.
magic thing, and what Twilight's able to do has always been inconsistent from day one.
Twilight can do this thing, and then later, why can't you do that thing anymore? Because it didn't fit the story. Then why didn't you do the story different? Because shut up.
Because shut up, we want to tell the story.
Because it's just a cartoon.
Yeah.
I did like the callbacks, though, to, again, Pee-wee in the beginning. They actually directly reference Secret of My Access with, I grew up once. I was turned to a horrible, greedy monster.
I grew up once. It was horrible.
Greed, yeah. Greed growth. That's totally different.
Yeah, rapid greed-induced growth. Yeah.
And he didn't have wings then either.
Yes. What if it happened now? Would he get wings?
Well, he has wings, though.
Well, like, if he were...
Big old dragon. Tiny little wings!
Bulk biceps. Like, yeah, my dragon! That's my dragon.
I just remember there's that reveal of How to Train Your Dragon 3. They revealed the characters.
It was like grown-up Hiccup.
They're adults now. They're adults now.
It's like,
Oh,
I've
no.
seen that picture, and I was like, oh, some people are going to really like Hiccup now with that.
Because he's an adult now.
And he grew up well.
Yeah. There's another. You said you had another thing, though.
I'm trying to remember what it was, though. I remember there was another
Was it
one. but I'm trying to-
the dropping when the rock dropped Rarity and Zecora and the rapid stop at the end, which is fine because they got caught, not hit the ground, even though it's still impacting something really hard.
No, I don't think that was. It was something else, but now I can't remember what it was. But it was around that time. The first issue I had was just rapid learning how to fly. The fourth and the last one was actually I think you could have solved this a lot quicker.
You just talk to someone.
I mean, like you could have solved the rock issue a lot sooner. But I also said that when you could argue because she was in panic mode, and you don't think properly when
Shoot
you're
it through the
panicking.
heart.
There was the Twilight. You should have known about all of this. I mean, why didn't you research this? You could have researched this too. I'm trying to remember what the other one was, but I can't remember. Must not have been that important.
Oh, well.
I'll probably think about it when we're done recording.
Such is life.
C'est la vie.
Yeah, it's definitely a big change.
It is.
Oh, yeah, I got Rarity forcing Spike to model the dress because he can fly and make the dress any length.
Yep.
Because I was wondering before, it's like, how in the world is Spike, a biped, gonna model a dress for horses?
Yep.
Rarity, that makes zero sense.
I think Rarity just likes having him around.
Oh no, do not.
Well, where else are you gonna get free labor?
All right.
Rarity's
Rarity's also a good capitalist.
Rarity's a great capitalist.
No wonder Rarity and AJ go so well together.
Oh no.
Who did not appear in this episode at all. Half the main six did not appear in this episode.
Yeah.
Just Pinky, Rarity, and Twilight.
Rarity, and Twilight. I'm a little curious to see how Dash will react.
Oh, cool.
Another person with wings. Yes.
You're slow. You're too slow.
Yep.
Yeah, this episode just it's kind of weird because this episode like changes a character quite a bit and it's kind of not a big deal in a sense.
Yeah, it's a pretty big change, and it will definitely
big change,
affect
but it's
things
like
in the
not,
future. But it's also one that we're not horribly surprised about. It's not like
Especially
Twilight.
the leaks.
Well, even avoiding the leak, it's not like Twilight, where all of a sudden was huge. For this one, it was kind of expected. All the dragons have wings. Where's Spike's wings? It's been a constant question. for so long now.
And now he's got wings.
There they are. He's got wings.
And now Twilight doesn't have to carry him everywhere. So
Yeah,
that's a good thing.
that's a thing.
Of course, he didn't want it. It's like,
I'm too lazy.
yeah, Twilight, you should have just kicked him off. It's like, either fly or walk. I don't care which. But
Besides, you still stink.
See ya.
Yep, you're 18. Get out of the house now. Oh.
Yeah, I gotta move back in because the economy's unfeasible
Yep.
for someone in my position.
Yep.
Oof. Got a little real there.
Yep.
But beyond that,
It wasn't a horrible episode.
Yeah,
There's
it
a
was
couple
actually-
points
it's
here
pretty
and there,
good.
but it
Just
was
kind of
pretty
got
decent.
oddities about it.
Couple weird oddities, but you can explain most of them away.
It's just, I think, beyond that, it's just kind of an odd pacing in that it spends a lot of time as the chorus and stuff like that. But then we get to there's a rock, and now it's action. Okay, we're done now. I don't know, it's kind of, I think it's just kind of got an odd pacing and those oddities with the possible flying thing. For me, the repetition of the lines. It just felt like it was a way to just extend it out a bit without, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I got nothing else really.
I got nothing else.
Yeah, it's solid, but
Like a rock.
yeah, it was solid, but it's Spike, so it's like, yeah, he's just Spike's kind of dumb again.
Spike has this one makes
I know.
sense. He
But it's
lived
still,
with
I know it
ponies
makes
his entire
sense. It doesn't
life.
mean
He
I
doesn't
don't
understand.
I know it makes sense, but it still doesn't mean he's still not dumb. He's still dumb.
He's reasonably dumb.
Yeah, which
He's
is better than his
understandably
unreasonable
dumb.
one.
He didn't get hit with the idiot stick or idiot ball.
Good remark. He's always hit with the idiot stick.
Yeah, but this was like, it makes sense. It's not like
Out of saying
purpose.
you're still you.
Yeah, like that one. Unfortunately.
What does that mean? Nothing.
You know
Just
exactly
I wish
what
I had
that
a better
means.
fax machine. I just wish I had a better fax machine.
Fax machines.
This one talk. Why is that better? Yeah.
I got nothing else.
Solid episode, but a little
Solid
niggling problems.
female. Yeah.
So that's that for Haber's
Episode.
work.
Yes, Haber's work.
We've got to move on to fan content, starting with music.
Yeah, I've got
By
three.
the way, I keep forgetting to do this. Music. As a reminder, if you want to see the music and stuff, all the links for the music and fanfics, go to pony41.libsyn.com/show-notes.
Yes, just like the news links, we have the music links in there as well.
Just a reminder.
Yes.
You might have forgot. It's okay.
Anyway, music. I've got three I'm featuring this week. The first one is Blackened Blues, Rising Sun. I like this one. This one, it starts off kind of soft and then quickly becomes not. I love that the quiet opening and then the sudden drop into the heavy metal. That it's just really well done heavy metal, and it doesn't have any Cookie Monster vocals. Doesn't have any vocals at all, because I don't like the really growly heavy metal vocals. I like this as an instrumental. Yes, Cookie Monster voice is the common term that they use for that. So it's really, really well done and really good mixing on all the guitar work. It's just really good. If you like metal,
Right. Yeah, really nice guitar work. Nice and heavy. Well, at least after a couple seconds. And oddly enough, yes, it's the beginning, because the softer guitar work does have a passing resemblance to House of the Rising Sun. And then it's not anymore.
and then it's not.
That's kind of weird. It's like,
Yes. Yeah, but this one's it's based on Daybreaker.
it's heavy.
Inspired by Daybreaker.
And now I'm thinking Cookie Monster doing some metal singing
That's what people
about
call
an
it.
empty cookie jar.
Yep.
His rage at the empty cookie jar.
How do you pronounce that? Agretsuko? Agretsuko. That's the one.
Good anime. You should watch that too.
Yes, you should watch that.
It's on Netflix. And it's pretty short, so it won't take too long.
We keep going on non-funny tangents. Anyway, second song is John Kenza's Celestial Dance. This one's just fun and bouncy, and I love the uplifting and generally happy feeling that it has, and I just love the style of music. I think they call it hands up. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But yes, good stuff. I love Kenza's stuff. Go listen to it.
Shouldn't it be called Hooves Up?
Hard. That's an actual song, though, by Hooves Up High by Silva. It's a really old one.
So? Doesn't mean anything.
Yes, I know. Horse puns.
Yeah, it's fast and actually kind of frantic in a way.
Yep.
Yeah, there's some vocal effects stuff throughout. It's kind of all right. It kind of does that weird high pitch thing. I'm not super big into that.
I like it.
It's just for me. I just don't really like the super. Let's pitch the vocals way up to almost chipmunk territory.
I think it works. It's just the style. But yeah, I like it. It's good. Last song I have is JoinedTheHerd's Memory Lane.
Princess Celestia.
This one is concentrated nostalgia in music form, I will say.
Gee, I wonder why it's called Memory Lane.
Yes, that is its purpose to do it. And it's just got a whole bunch of really classic clips from the show and from old classics, Brony music, just put together in just a beautiful medley. It's really well done, and I like not just clips from older songs or from things like that, like vocal clips and such like that, but even every now and then the instrumental that JTH put together will kind of dip into some of the classic tunes as well, and it's just really well done.
Yeah, it's a really nice little mashup thing.
Yeah.
Also, Friendship is Witchcraft pops up in it.
Yes.
I heard that. I was like, wait a minute.
There's because it's not just music. It's not just old classic music. It's just everything of the fandom.
Well, it is a tall thing.
And Sweetie Bot.
Yep.
There was Sweetie Bot in there.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep. It's just really well done, and I absolutely love it.
It was a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah. Trip down memory lane.
So that's the music.
Yep, that's the music.
Yep.
So what do you got for your side?
Fanfics, I got nothing. There's a lot of stuff I read. I was like, but I'm not really feeling it.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, there's a couple I was like thought about. It's just I'm not really feeling it, you know?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
But I do have, of course, update. I don't need magic as per usual. Updated once again last week. And let's see, which one was this? I'm trying to remember.
The party.
Yeah, party.
The party and Dash.
Party and Dash and awkwardness. Because
Yep.
Dash hasn't quite forgiven Sunset quite. And even her relationship with Twilight's still a little strained.
Yep.
Because Twilight just bailed on everyone. And they're still dropping hints as whatever the heck Sunset did. Which is like, what did Sunset do?
What did you do?
So
I have to know.
What did you do? But yeah, it's fic entry thing for the chapter entry for the fic.
That's the word.
Got it backwards. So yeah, it's still interesting. Just like I just want to know what happened. I mean, obviously we're gonna find out eventually.
No.
Yeah, we're gonna find out eventually, but
eventually, yeah.
I want to know now. Now. So yeah, that's the only thing that updated though. So keep an eye on that. And with that, though,
That's it.
we're done with this episode. So,
over.
if you enjoyed it and you want to hear past and future episodes as well, you can go to pony411.libsyn.com. That's again spelled Libsyn. All the episodes there, you can subscribe to the RSS feed and whatnot. There's also youtube.com/pony411. You can like, comment, subscribe there, and click the notification bell because YouTube's dumb. And hope they don't really screw things up because they're starting to mess with subscription feeds now. To keep an eye on that. And there's, of course, iTunes. You can search for Pony411 on there and subscribe and rate and review. You can also go to play.google.com/music if you want to go there. Although I think that might be changing soon to YouTube Music, I think.
I have no idea.
I think they're changing that
changing
too.
a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because they're changing that. So we'll keep an eye on that. But yeah, you can search for Pony411 and subscribe and all that stuff there. If you want Stitcher.com and the iOS or Android apps, you can search for Pony411 on that. And of course, there's Ponyville Live. We're on there every week. It's a YouTube link, but we're there along with other shows and radio stations, including Ponyville FM, where we air every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you want to go to our social media type stuff and whatnot, you can contact us at Gmail, pony411podcast@gmail.com. Questions, criticisms, concerns. What do you think about this episode? Do you agree or disagree with us? All that sort of stuff. There's also facebook.com/pony411. Like us there. New episodes will show up pretty soon. Images from Everfree should be going up there. Just got to get them uploaded and all that stuff. And of course, there's Twitter. We're at pony411. You could follow us there and like, retweet, see our nonsense, see our retweets of figures, both in stores and out of package.
Yep.
And there, of course, our personal Twitters. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. He's at Alcatraz717 and an underscore at the end. Once again, I saw a figure in the store. He got a figure right before Everfree and opened it.
Yep.
Toys!
Toys!
Yes. Toys.
Buy our toys. Okay.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Tune in next time. We are going to be talking about marks for effort.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. It's a CMC episode. And we're also coming up on this mid-season hiatus. 2 more episodes until that. So, well, hopefully that won't be too bad.
Yep.
So, until next time, though, please pony responsibly.
See ya.
Bye.